Oh, greetings and welcome people. It is reasonably early on a Sunday morning. Not quite as early as I was hoping it would be. Had a community message from Spicy Sauce. I should say I saw a community message from Spicy 110 about the Goodwood Breakfast Club that's happening today, that he is going to be attending. And I hadn't heard about it, which is a bit strange because I'm fairly certain I'd registered my email address to get updates about the Breakfast Club, but maybe I thought I would do but never actually did it. But on certain Sundays every month, I can't remember what the Sundays are, I think it might be the first Sunday of every month. It might be the first and third Sunday of every month, I can't remember. I'll have to check it on the website and I'll put a caption or put it in the description below. They have a breakfast club at the Goodwood Motor Racing Circuit. And these clubs are very often themed. And today's theme is all wheels but four. So basically, any vehicle, I'm assuming motor vehicle, as long as it does not have four wheels. So clearly disqualifies. I expect we might see a few Morgan three-wheelers, etc. So that'll be vehicles with less than three wheels. Sorry, less than four wheels, good grief. My maths is great, isn't it? Whether we'll see any vehicles with more than four wheels, I don't know. But as I say, I hadn't got the communication from Goodwood itself about this. So I had to send a last minute request to register my machine to attend this event, and thankfully they accepted my registration, even though the date for getting the registrations in was nearly a week ago. So it's very kind of them. Thank you very much, Goodwood. But as quite often happens with me, I am now running late. It is nearly 25 past 8. And that wasn't intended to be a little poem. I was hoping to actually be there by 8 o'clock this morning. Oops, slow down. But I didn't end up leaving until nearly quarter past. About half an hour later than I wanted to, because it's not far from me. It's basically over there, near those hills. So I had intended, because it's only a short journey, I had intended to take a rather roundabout route, make it a little bit more interesting, a little bit longer. And because I'm now running so late, unfortunately I'm going to have to take the short, boring dual carriageway route. Sorry about that. But I should still have time to do a little bit of waffling. And I'm sorry about that as well. So here we are. It is the 3rd, or no it's not, 5th of May. Oh dear, I'm doing well today. Yesterday was of course Star Wars Day. Oops, that's somebody else going to the Breakfast Club? Possibly. Yes, yesterday was Star Wars Day, so I hope you had a good time. Didn't actually watch any Star Wars stuff, so I'll have to make up for that as soon as I can. And obviously, if you're following people like Phil 480 and Hippodromes and etc, you'll be aware that last Sunday was the Chronicles of Mr. Fish beginning of season meet-up at Fox Hill at Rikers. Now that was very definitely on my schedule, on my calendar to go to. I spent a couple of hours on Saturday in the afternoon. Come on, people. Getting all my cameras and gadgets ready for the trip. Clearing all the memory cards, etc., making sure there was nothing on there that I still wanted. And getting the bike prepped, battery charged, etc. The only thing that I was a bit worried about was that the weather was a bit rubbish last Friday and Saturday. We had Storm Hannah, I think it was, come by. So I thought that could be a bit of a tricky one, but basically by late Saturday evening, early Sunday morning, pretty much all done and dusted. Nothing too dramatic as far as this particular area was concerned. And so when I got up Sunday morning, I think, yes, the trip is on. I looked out the window and find that some complete pivot had parked their car right across my side gate. And this is the gate that has got the big yellow sign on it saying, please keep this gate clear. I'll put a picture somewhere in the video just about here. Clearly the sign is not big enough or bright yellow enough. To get people's attention. I think I've discussed this before. It does sometimes seem to me that people are possibly seeing the sign and think they'll be funny by ignoring it and parking there anyway. So that put the kibosh on that trip. I watched a few of the other guys' uploads who made it there. Seems like everybody had a good time, the weather was good. Typical. Yeah, it looks like everybody had a good time, so I've been watching the vlogs from the other guys that went. So I'm there in, I was there in spirit, shall we say. So yes, I had big plans for getting up and getting out early today. Apparently the Breakfast Club event opens at 6:30 in the morning. Yeesh, no, definitely wasn't going to make that. But I thought, well, I'll set my alarm for 6. If I get a boogie on, I can probably be out the door by 7:30 and get there for 8, which I think should be a decent enough time. But no, nope. As I was moving the bike out from down, yeah, very posh, from down at the side of the house, it was rather difficult to move. And the front brake is binding a little bit. I'm hoping that this run will free it up, but I think I'm probably going to have to do another overhaul jobby on the front brakes. So that made it quite difficult for me to move the bike. And of course the other thing was that I had positioned my car, which I had to park on the road because I don't have a driveway, such that it was across my side gate so that nobody else could park there and obstruct the gate. So of course I'm moving the bike and then I go to move it out through the gate and I think, oh damn it, I haven't moved the car. So I have to go back in, get the car keys, and the faffage continued from that point. Much faffage. So when I eventually got on the bike and set off, the first bend I came to, felt like the front tyre was made out of lino or hard plastic. I thought I was going to lose the front end. Luckily I didn't, but I thought, what the hell is going on? I stopped to check, make sure I hadn't got any oil or anything on the tyres. Then I thought, oh I know, I'd better go check the front tyre pressure. This bike is very sensitive to front tyre pressures, even if they're just a couple of pounds off. It can make the handling on this thing go completely doolally. So on the way I called into the Sainsbury's petrol station. Got the old airline on it, and yes, instead of the required 36 or even 37 as why has he not got his helmet on? 36 or 37 psi, it's 32. That is my bad, very much so. Here we go through the tunnel. The scene of many rev bombs, but not from me, but from him in front though, or her. My goodness me, it's busy already. Yep, there's lots of three-wheelers. Oh, six-wheel Mercedes fire truck. Yep. Goodness me, goodness me. Ooh, goodness. Right. My word.